Hello SEO enthusiasts out there, and welcome to another SEO rant. My name is Shirine, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that I wanted to talk about for some time, and that is, do you need to know how to code to do SEO? Instead of leading you on a long, lengthy video that's going to waste your time, I'm just going to tell you the answer. Maybe, which is everybody's favorite answer when it comes to SEO, right? The answer is maybe, because wait, before I start the video, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel if you enjoy SEO and web design, web development, social media, all kinds of digital marketing kinds of stuff like that. Click subscribe, hit the like so other people see this channel, and that's all I got. All right, back to the video. The answer is maybe, because while you don't need to write your own HTML documents and you don't need to write your own CSS for your page or do any JavaScript that requires any functionality on the page, it is imperative, it is extremely important for you to be able to identify the code that executes what on the page. So for instance, you would not know that a page has a robots level directive that tells it to noindex if you don't know what noindex is, or where to find that, or what the HTML tag that contains a robots level directive looks like. So while you don't need to be able to write the code yourself, you need to be able to identify key SEO tags, and also a little tiny bit of CSS. Actually, CSS you don't really need at all, but I have received numerous errors on Google Search Console that tells us, hey, there's malformed CSS causing this and that or whatever. And in order for you, I mean, you could just hand that over to a developer, but you'd be much more effective SEO if you can identify the problem, know where the CSS has gone wrong, and provide some more SEO related insights to the developer so that they can take care of that problem. All right, so now that we know we need some amount of knowledge when it comes to code, what code do we need to know? What is the HTML elements that we need to be able to identify? I'll give you just a few. These are by no means all of them, but if you know these, you can do SEO. So you'll need to know the head tag, the meta tags, the title tag, your H1s, your H2s, your canonical tags, and image tags, because that's where your image source attribute is going to go, and that's basically what describes the image to the search engine. So I mean, you kind of get it. If you didn't know that an image, it's like a bracket, IMG tag, contains an image, and inside that image it requires an alt attribute for it to speak to the search engine so that the search engine knows what's in the image, you wouldn't be a very effective SEO if you didn't know the basics of that. There's also a few other things like XML, right? So you have something called an XML sitemap on your page, or at least you should, right? And you need to be able to know what's on that sitemap, because if your page is not indexed properly or it's having indexation problems, you need to be able to tell if the XML sitemap is broken or if there's some code that's not right. Now you can probably research that very quickly and just go on Google, check up what the syntax is, the proper syntax for an XML sitemap. But when it comes down to having to fix this immediately, like it's a crucial situation, right? You don't want to be learning this for the first time when the website's on fire. You want to be able to know how it's structured, what last mod means, what LOC means location, right? But if you don't know what that means, you won't be able to identify a problem right away. So maybe this is a little bit more on the technical side, technical SEO, but I think if you want to be an effective SEO, you need to know all of it, not just on page and off page, but also technical. There's also a little bit more. You see, now I'm getting too technical, because my whole point of this video was that you don't need to know code really to do SEO, but now I'm getting like too technical, because I was just gonna talk about HTTP headers and the directives that you could put in there to disallow crawling, but I'm going way too deep, way too far. The point is just that no, you don't need to know code in order to do SEO. You can do very good surface level without learning how to do any code. I struggle saying that because it's really markup, but you know what I mean. All right, so to wrap up this video, it's less of a maybe, but more of a, you need to understand a handful of of code, of HTML code. It's really just markup. It's not like it's code or anything. All right, but surely there's going to be a tons of things that I didn't cover. I just wanted to make a really quick and snappy video for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, or you want to talk more about this topic, if you want to call me a fool for forgetting some elements when I was talking about which HTML elements you need to know, that's fine. Leave them in the comments and I'll make another video and we'll chat about that. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.